Stop that. It's a beautiful tree.
We need to talk. Day one.
Flood cleanup. Our property got pretty much inundated by a lot of water from the creek yesterday after heavy rains, but we're all safe and our living spaces are safe. Just some damage to the gardens and the chicken coop. So we'll start cleaning up today.
We've had our coffee. Actually, we've had 2 coffees.
Yeah, we've had 1.5 coffees.
We had breakfast, we've had coffee. We're in good spirits so that it doesn't seem all doom and gloom. I do really want to mention the positive. Ethan's tree line that had like baby trees, bigger trees, shrubs, trees that were only planted out like under a week ago is like in such good nick.
Really astounded.
This is the good news story that we need though to keep us going. Sweet potato.
Yeah,
Sweet potato as ground cover.
It's held all the mulch and soil together around the plant roots. So
yeah, it's incredible. So we have lots of logs to move and the chicken coop fence to put up. Some trees to prop up. But like overall, we are so lucky and so grateful. Yeah, but we're starting with the chicken coop. The fence is completely down. All the bananas that were surrounding it are down. Some we should be able to stand back up.
Yeah, I'll cut them off and chop and drop them elsewhere.
Yeah.
We just need to get the chooks contained so they don't start tearing up the garden around the kitchen space. So.
They're ready and raring this morning. They've already done some damage. Step 1, chicken coop.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Oh. This is a bit of a dragonfruit arch that was over our chicken coop, but we're just going to severely cut it back, cut it off the arch and reinstate it somewhat.
It'll come back.
Not our towel. We're just chopping all the heads off the fallen bananas, see what's underneath, and then we spin around here, and I've got a nice little banana line we've put in before the flood. So we're just going to chop and drop all these heads and just lay them all between the bananas. They are. Look at the form.
On a 45 you always said.
Yep. We've got section 1 up-ish. It's a start. Alright, what we've got is this Rollinia has leant over and we're going to pull it back up. A bit of arb technique. It's called a 3-to-1. 2 pulleys one side, 1 pulley at the end there. And then I pull this, which is your 1. 3 pulleys, 1 person. And we're on the white sapote there, and we'll gradually just pull the tree up. And once we pull it up, we're going to secure it with just a bit of strapping and a little ratchet strap to keep the tension up and to bring it up straight over time, and hopefully she'll reroot. So we pulled it up, braced with 1 on 2 45s and 1 in the center, which has got a ratchet strap so we can adjust the angle of it as it continues to grow back in the ground. And now I'm just going to take the head out of it to reduce the sale area for the rest of the season. And we might lose a few fruit once the flowers turn, but yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
All right. The pole saw. Oh, lots of green ants. Ah.
Melaleuca. Imagine if this is all its roots. Look at this.
It looks like it. Oh, darling. Can we just stick it back in?
Yeah.
You'll be okay, Grummy. What is it? Gardenia. The pigeon peas know that they have like the protective work to do. Something I can't put off for any longer is changing the substrate in this chicken quarantine baby chicken enclosure. It's so wet and smelly. The floodwater went through it. And yeah, they need some new substrate. So about to shovel all this stinky stuff out. It's a week post-flood, a whole week. We've managed to do most of the major works, moved a lot of the logs back into place. We're still missing some. Ethan has pretty much finished repairing the chicken coop. It's nowhere near its original state, but it's got a secure fence line. We still have a big puddle, or like our mini lake of flood water. It's a bit smelly, everything's a bit muddy, but overall really happy with how everything's feeling and looking, considering it's only been a week. Lots of mixed emotions, some ups and downs, and definitely a little bit of survivor's guilt, hearing about what other people are dealing with. But life must go on, and there are so many beautiful things around to notice and give energy to. One of the most beautiful things for us to witness and experience over the last month has been our little family of sunbirds that are nesting on our deck. They built 3 different nests. The third one was the one they decided to go ahead with, and thank God it survived the cyclone. Mama Sunbird is feeding 2 beautiful little babies, and I need to do the math, but I think they're due to fledge any day now. Hearing their little cheeps, seeing the mama coming and going, their little heads sticking out, it's just been so wholesome. Some other fun wildlife moments over the last week. We found some baby spotted pythons in the shed. Oh, so small and beautiful, so that was really exciting. Ooh, how could I forget? I rescued a azure kingfisher off the road the other day. I think it just must have collided with a car because I think it was just a bit concussed, but it's in here. Oh. Did you hear that? Are you feeling okay in there? Okay, I think it's ready to be released. Thank God I was there at the right time. Brought it back, put it in a box, came back 15 minutes later and it was ready and raring to go. So that was cool, releasing that little guy. Rookie over here. Yep, this'll do. It's sitting in the tabby buoy. Oh, I'm so happy. It looks great. There he is. Head bobs, getting your bearings. Great success. Behind me, can you see it? We have our dragon fruit flower forming. We've been watching it for the last few days. I think tonight might be the night. The little parts of the petal have started to separate. It looks like it's thinking about opening. Last time it was 46 days from blooming to fruiting, and that was awesome to watch, so we might get to experience that again.
Here we've got a magnificent dragon fruit flower. Dragon fruits flower at night, so it comes out early evening and they close up early in the morning, so that's the chance for them to get pollinated. In our neck of the woods of Australia, hawk moths usually pollinate these flowers for us, but depending on the season there might be some around or none around. So best practice is to try and hand pollinate your flowers so you can get a good fruit set. I've never done this before, so this is going to be quite interesting to see how it turns out. I've read a lot about it though, and I'm super excited. What you do is, these are called anthers that the pollen sits on, on the inside of the flower, and you take the pollen from there and put it on the stigma, which is this, like, I'd say like a flower stalk on the inside there.
Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful.
It is. Stop that. Incredible, really.
I'm obsessed. And just to think that it just happens in the garden.
Yep, bug.
Do
you want to pollinate it first?
We have to be so quick because I left the boy inside.
Paintbrush. Okay.
So what am I doing? Going in and getting the pollen?
You got to get the pollen off the anthers.
Yeah.
And put it on the stigma.
It's soft.
Yep.
Oh.
Look at it.
And go now?
Yep.
How do I know that I'm doing it?
It's on there. You just got to trust the process. Wow, look at this. It's amazing. Imagine if this works.
Okay, is that good?
I don't know, how much do you do? Do some more.
This is wholesome. Should we go back to bed?
Loves the moth to the face.
I think that's it. I just wanted to share some of the wonderful, beautiful, positive things that we've been focusing on amongst this crazy week.
Right, I'm going to go peg out some spots for some abbeys in this clearing. We clear this section a little bit at a time because we've got red-browed finches, chestnut-breasted mannikins and red-backed fairy wrens that like to call these little grass areas home. Measuring about 6 metres off this axis, so when the abbeys are full size, they're going to have enough room to breathe and we're not going to be driving on their root zone. I like to go through and peg these areas out, whether we choose to plant the plants immediately after pegging or, you know, several months after the measurements have already been done, and then you can spray paint these pegs as well so you can see them amongst the grass if it's to grow back.
Okay, we need to talk about these feed bags. I've watched the tutorials and it still doesn't work. I'm clearly doing something wrong. From what I've read, you're meant to undo the knot and pull the tail out of the knot a couple of times, and then you should be able to pull it. Honestly. Okay. That didn't work, so let's try the other side. Okay, now will this work? What? What? I did it!
This is our big sapodilla tree. Produces multiple crops a year. It's a beautiful tree, but during one of the recent storms, we've had the leader on the backside fully snuck out and lay down. Usually we chip everything here to feed it back to the garden, and it's like nice and aesthetically pleasing. But at the moment, and with a bit of a time restriction, I'm just going to cut it all up and then lay it around the base of all the trees, and then at a later time we can put mulch on top of those cuttings. Now that we've done that, I'm going to take all the bigger logs, form an edge around certain trees that we want to try and suppress the weeds, and then fill inside those edges with all the thin earth roots.
On any given day, I have a list of probably 100 things that I'd like to try or do or complete within a nap time, but I simply cannot go past a little bit of exercise and movement. It 1000% makes me feel like a better person. On this particular day, the nap even allowed for me to have a beautiful solo cold shower after that movement, and I honestly felt like a new woman. Our outdoor shower setup is so simple but so inspiring. I love it in there. Now, we are very much homebodies, but if I feel like we need just a quick change of scenery, we can't go past the local playground and op shop for a quick swing and some new books. What do you see?
I might see branches.
Branches? I'm here at our cassava fence line, and this morning just started as me wanting to chop and drop some of the lower cassava leaves to create more airflow and space for my little cosmos plants. They have some new growth after like completely falling over in the flood. It's just turned into this whole thing. Often for me, I can't plan and execute projects because I want the freedom to like see what inspiration comes to me in the moment. So it works better for me to just like start pottering and picking at something, and then all the ideas flow, and then I can just complete so much. And that's exactly what's happened here. Pajama gardening is what I like to call it. Essentially, it's like you just step out into your garden for the day and wait for the inspiration to come. So yeah. We have this little water tank next to our composting toilet, and there's a beautiful Melaleuca here, and all this ground cover sweet potato had completely taken over the tap and everything. So I've just started pulling it out, and I think I'm going to lay some cardboard and whatnot so the access is a bit better. And then all the cassava leaves that I've chopped and dropped, I'll probably put them over the top of the cardboard, or maybe put them in some other gaps in the garden here.
We've implemented this tree line over the last year, which we'll go into depth a bit more in another video about why we're putting it in and what species are in there. But this section here was covered by about 1 metre of water in the flood, and we anticipated that, well, not that much water, but water coming through here last year when we put these in. We put in some Dianella, some different species of Lomandra, bottle brush, and we found like they've held their place in here even with the velocity of water that's going over the top of them. And even though a lot of the mulch and the edging's all washed away, the plants are still in place, which tells us these are going to be the right species to plant more of here and to put in other areas that were affected by the flood. We'll put the botanical names in the description if people are interested or curious as to like what we use in our wet areas and why. We're real fortunate that there hasn't been much rain at all since the flood, and our areas are now like almost completely dry, so we feel enlightened, and we look forward to like redesigning a few spaces now that we've learned a lot from the flood and where the water travels and where it sits after periods of wet like that. We've learned a lot from the event, and we're just ready to put it behind us and move forward with even more enthusiasm than what we had before the flood.